Hey, it's Tara Gentili from Quiet Power Strategy, and I am here today with Jill, Allison, Bryan from Creative Oasis Coaching. That's creativeoasiscoaching.com. And Jill is a very recent alumni or alum of Quiet Power Strategy. And so I wanted to ask her a couple of questions about her experience. So, Jill, thanks so much for joining me.
Absolutely, I'm happy to.
Awesome. So, can you tell us just a little snippet of what you do and where your business was at before Quiet Power Strategy?
Sure. I'm a creativity coach. I work with women and really helping them make more time and space in their life for their personal creative outlets. I really realized working with Power Strategy that the success I had enjoyed up to that time was from the stars. I mean, I was pretty lucky that I was getting, the success. It was a lot of word of mouth,
Mhm.
which is great to have word of mouth clients. But with Quiet Power Strategy, I saw the need for a plan
Mhm.
and a chief initiative, a goal, and going after the right kind of business rather than sitting back and waiting for it to come to me. That's been the number one change in my mindset, which is so empowering and wonderful. And I'm
That
getting new clients that way.
that is totally awesome. Can you tell us real quick what chief initiative you're working towards right now?
Okay, my chief initiative right now is to take the 6 week class that I've been sharing for years in person, 2 or 3 times a year here in Dallas, to an online community. And yeah, taking the steps to make that's kind of been a dream for a couple of years, but actually having a plan and having steps to take to make that plan happen is super exciting.
Awesome. So you've mentioned this plan and taking steps a couple of times. So I know the plan and, going after your dream business is sort of the big mindset shift, like you said. But what are some of the little concrete things that you've done or changed as a result of what you planned out in Quiet Power Strategy?
Okay, sure. There's several. One is, I did have an opt in before that, but it was just kind of this I need to have an opt in, so I'm going to have an opt in. There was no really good purpose behind the opt in. Now, the opt in, I think, I recreated that to give an experience in the moment, created an autoresponder series that leads people through learning more about me and about Creative Oasis coaching. And, and I also knew that my list was pretty small and I needed to grow it. And I just kind of knew that. And I wasn't doing anything about it. I was like, gosh, I wish my list was bigger. Now I've taken some steps. I've started running some $5 a day Facebook ads, and my list is growing in that way. My list is growing in some other ways as well, getting out there and meeting some other people and having them tweet my things or share what I'm offering through social media. So my list is growing with purpose, and that's duh. That's a good thing to have your business doing. That was one thing. The other is actually knowing a proper way to having a plan to offer something. So I was pretty notorious about coming up with these things that I thought were great ideas for classes and putting them on my website. Come on, America, come find my. And so now for example, I've just released a new small coaching program. It's not the signature program, that's my chief initiative, but it's one of my steps to get to that program. And it's for 12, it's a small group coaching program for 12 people. And I only have one spot left. And it's
And
been
when did you announce it?
less than 2 weeks ago,
Yes.
about a
With
week and a half
with
ago.
no fanfare, just I'm putting this thing together. I've got this machine in place and boom, you made those sales, right?
Right, because I had a plan. I just didn't stick it on my website and hope that somebody was going to find it. And yeah, so that's so empowering because now I can see how I can do that same process with my signature program, hopefully in the fall.
Fantastic. Okay. So, well, you just told us what some of the concrete results are. You sold spots in a program through the system that you created, which is amazing. So, that leads me to my final question. Jill, who should join the Quiet Power Strategy community?
Okay, I personally, I feel like if you're ready to get serious, and not that I wasn't serious about my business before, I was serious about it, but I don't know. I took it ready to take it to that next level and to make that commitment. And I will honestly say, it was a scary leap for me. It wasn't a no-brainer. Oh yeah, I can do quiet power strategy. But the truth is, I met you through virtually. I met you through your creative live courses that built the trust. I got what you were saying. Your message was there. I found out too late that you weren't doing one-on-one coaching anymore, and I was like, but. But the quiet power strategy came just at the right time for me, and I will, I will say again that in addition to having access to you and having access to the other people that work with you, like the other coaches that we have access to, and our group, just having the Kickstarter Lab group and the Quiet Power Strategy Google group is almost worth it in itself, because rather than Googling, what should I do about social media? What should I do about Facebook? You have this group of people, female entrepreneurs for the most part, who just have this wealth of information that they're so willing to share with you. And it's just a beautiful thing. You can get feedback, you can get information, and it's empowering and uplifting. And so that's another thing, that if you're ready to quit living in a vacuum with your business, like just being by yourself in this glass bubble doing your best, this is a great way to be a part of a community that can help you.
Yes. Amen. We have such great people, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. Really, really, really great people that are really willing to help each other. And there's no cattiness. It's really wonderful.
Yes, absolutely. Great. Well, I am glad to have you in that community too, Jill. So tell people where they can find you online.
That's creativeoasiscoaching.com. Yeah, just like that sounds. Yeah. Thanks.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, Jill, thank you so much for sharing your experience with Quiet Power Strategy.
I'm happy to do it. Happy to be an alum.